business now on the programme. Brian Quinn is with us here on set today. Brian, we're 2 days on since a near breakthrough in the Brexit negotiations, sunk really by Northern Ireland's Democratic Unionist Party. Irish businesses are actually getting quite worried about this now, aren't they? Right.
Well, the Republic of Ireland, which is part of the EU, wants very much to avoid a hard border with its immediate neighbour, Northern Ireland, which is part of the UK. A hard border would mean customs controls for the countless goods and workers who cross that border every day, and a danger for the Good Friday peace accords. But it also can't accept an open border deal that would require it to put customs checks between itself and the rest of the EU. The DUP party, which props up Theresa May's UK government, wants an open border too, but that could mean a border between itself and the rest of the UK. Time is running out to find a solution. Britain and the EU have only days to make a deal before a summit starting December 14th to decide whether talks can move forward on a future trade relationship. Businesses are indeed getting nervous, like this Irish freight manager.
At the moment, deliveries can leave Dublin, go to Belfast, go to Cork, go to Manchester, go to Birmingham. There's no difficulty. They're in free circulation within the EU. That's going to stop. Everything is going to be held up and delayed and stocked and stored, and actual movement becomes very complicated.
Now, a story from China for you, becoming increasingly caffeinated.
A new Starbucks outlet, get this, opens in China every 15 hours. That's how aggressive the coffee company's strategy is in the Eastern powerhouse. Well, for now, the U.S. is still the country with the most Starbucks outlets, but the brewery is counting on strong growth in Asia. A new roastery in Shanghai is twice as large as the one in Seattle and represents the company's commitment there. Shona Bhattacharya has more.
It's the biggest Starbucks in the world. The brand new roastery in Shanghai is close to 3,000 square meters large and hopes to convert a nation of traditional tea drinkers to coffee. Starbucks already dominates the booming coffee market in China. The Seattle-based brewery has opened 3,000 outlets in the country, 600 in Shanghai alone, and hopes to open another 2,000 more by 2021.
The future growth, the real growth, the engine of growth for Starbucks is going to be in China. And over time, there'll be a rebalancing of revenue and profit that will be more equal to Asia and China as well as the U.S.
Starbucks hopes China will prop up flagging growth in other markets. Last year, sales grew by 8% here compared to just 3% in the United States. The new roastery aims to encapsulate that growth.
I
think the roastery can, for example, teach people how to make coffee, choose your preferred coffee beans, and control the degree of roasting, as there are various types of roasts, such as dark roasts and others. I think the roastery can spread coffee culture in China.
Thanks to the rising middle class and an emerging taste for coffee in China, Starbucks is betting on its ability to quench the country's growing thirst for coffee.
Yeah, coffee doing well in Asia. What about the markets then, Brian?
Asian indexes losing ground across the board on Wednesday following losses in U.S. equities and after-hours trading Tuesday night. Tokyo's Nikkei index closing down nearly 2% as investors worry about the fallout from Donald Trump's decision to recognize Jerusalem as Israel's capital. South Korea's Kospi index down nearly 1.5%, with shares in Samsung Heavy Industries losing some 28%. Chinese indexes struggling as well. The Shanghai Composite down 0.5%. Hong Kong's Hang Seng Index down over 1.3%. Well, let's take a look at some more of today's top business headlines now. Nestle is purchasing Atrium Innovations. The Swiss food conglomerate will pay $2.3 billion for the Canadian vitamin and nutritional supplement maker. Atrium employs 1,400 people with $700 million in sales during 2017. The move furthers Nestle's expansion into consumer health products as it looks to reposition itself in an increasingly health-conscious marketplace. General Electric is reportedly cutting 4,500 jobs in Europe. French paper Les Echos reporting that the American industrial giant made the decision after reviewing assets it had purchased from French train maker Alstom. Job cuts are expected in Switzerland, Germany, and Britain. And Lyft is raising the target for its next funding round to $1.5 billion. The ride-hailing firm, Uber's chief rival in the U.S., is currently valued at $10 billion, more than double its position at the start of the year. The funding round is being led by a subsidiary of Google parent Alphabet and looks to capitalize on a string of controversies and setbacks for Uber in 2017.
Last but not least, from Brian, we know texting while driving is bad, don't you? Don't do it. Well, what about shopping while driving? Come on, Brian, no.
It sounds like maybe not the safest idea, right, Stuart? Well, GM says that it is coming. The U.S. automaker plans to equip new model cars with e-commerce technology built into the dashboard.
Come on.
It's true. Drivers will be able to order food on the go, find gas stations, and reserve hotel rooms by tapping screen icons. GM's marketplace technology, developed together with IBM, it's going to be uploaded automatically to 1.9 million vehicles from model year 2017 and newer by the end of 2018. Ford has also rolled out a partnership with Amazon to add in-car e-commerce. That, though, through the Alexa personal digital assistant. I would say that at least the Alexa is probably hands-free. I don't know about this tapping on icons on your dashboard thing when you're driving.
I am scared. I do not want that.
Staying off the roads.
Thank you very much, Brian. Brian with Business on France 24.